Right, 99% of tradesmen are missing something from their business. And it's actually personal to what Connor was saying about losing weight and getting fit. It's like they lack a plan. So serious, I mean, of any kind. And most people don't have any plans at all. I mean, like what people actually have is a goal. They'll say they have a goal, but they don't. They'll say they have a goal, but a goal without a plan to get there is actually just a wish.
Yep.
So we'll speak to guys, say on triages or even on sales calls or just general chit chat, you know, on LinkedIn and stuff. And they'll say as it's going back and forth, they'll say, oh, yeah, we'd like to, we've got a plan. We'd like to be doing $1 million next year, you know, in turnover. What about profit? Yeah, we'd like to be doing, 20% profit, sake of argument. Well, what's your plan? Well, that's the point. That's what we're talking to you about. Okay, so you don't actually have a plan. You have a vague wish of where you'd like to be in turnover. You've not really thought about profit at all, and you don't even have a plan. And then to make it even worse, because that would be okay up to that point if they then said, and we want you to help us do the plan. But when they find out how much it's going to cost them in terms of work and money to create that plan that may be worth 200K to them, they don't want to do it. So they go away with this vague, nebulous wish. You know, I want to be a millionaire. Oh, airy fairy, floaty arms. You know, so they don't have a plan of any kind. And I mean, it's a real cliche. People saying if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. And there's a lot of truth in that because, it's really important people understand this. Let's use the analogy of, say, a ship leaving harbour. When a ship leaves harbour to go to another harbour, because that's what ships do. Ships don't just aimlessly sail around. Ships go from one point to another. Now, the captain of the ship has a plan. He knows where he's going, and he knows roughly how to get there. He knows the direction to take. Helping him along the way, he's got the helmsman, he's got the navigator, and he's got the whole fucking crew of the boat to help him get there. And of course, the boat will not go in a straight line. It might detour a little bit. It might go one way or the other because of the weather. It might stop off from time to time. In the olden days, it would have stopped to restock with water and stuff. But he knows where he's going, and he has a plan to get there. What he didn't do, or what they don't do, is just set sail and think, wherever we fetch up, wherever we end up, that's great. Because, if you look at it, if you take a landing point at random on any coastline, there are almost infinitely more dangerous places you will fetch up on than safe ones. There are very few safe harbours, and we've made most of them. They're man-made. The chances of fetching up on a safe harbour by accident are so low as to be effectively zero. Same with an aeroplane. Aeroplane flies from, say, Gatwick to Miami. It goes from one airport with a runway to another tiny little strip of concrete, thousands of miles apart. But they have a plan to get there, and they know how to get there. They have a plan, they execute the plan. They don't just take off and say, well, when we run out of fuel, we'll see where we are and put it down. They do that. Well, they do, and then it's called a crash. But, why do people treat their business any different? We've got a destination in mind. We've got no idea how to get there. Got no plan. We'll just see what happens. And that's what they do. And guess what happens? They end up crashing and burning. They end up fetching upon this metaphorical rocky shoreline. They don't have a plan of any kind. They don't even have a plan for their days.